Some might say the fake convoy, the lack of fans, in fact the lack of interest that was shown upon this latest outing for the former royals known as Harry and Meghan could really become catastrophic. Yes, I'm coining a phrase there, upon their previous visit to New York City earlier this year, you know, with the car chase and all that sort of stuff. Yes, nobody touched on that, did they? But what's interesting now is it's simply just not working. And even Harry has worked this out. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you today. And as ever, thank you so much for taking the time to join me. I know we all live very busy lives, absolutely. And it's lovely, isn't it, when we get chatting about little bits and pieces that happen in the world. You know, I didn't realize, get this, you know, you do look at things, don't you think, really? Now, it's fascinating to think, isn't it, how the rise of fast food really took off over here in the United Kingdom. Apparently, the culmination period was in the mid-80s, like 87, 88. Now, if you lived in the United Kingdom, like me growing up, we didn't really have fast food, and if we did, people couldn't afford it. You know, you had a Wimpy. Do you remember Wimpy bars? Or a treat was a little chef, or one of those roadside things that you did, you know, sort of catering on the motorway. Love to know in your part of the world, you know, when was sort of fast food taken off you? Because I think it's a generational thing. Even now, I'm not that bothered about it. Are you? Way too pricey. Yes. Back as ever to your breaking royal story of the day. Now, this story, as I say, is a strange thing, because when you think about it, it should have been a very big week for Harry and Meghan out in New York City. There she was, bedecked, bejeweled in all of those designer outfits, looking something like, well, what could you say? Totally inappropriate, I felt, dressed to be at such an event. And again, when they sort of pick up the microphones, and this is my personal opinion, it always seems so badly rehearsed. You know, you kind of think, what are they waffling on about? You know, what is the point of this? And that's truly been the problem now for Meghan and Harry as they've looked back. You see, the bigger problem for Meghan Markle is really this. There's one star in the family, and it's often the case, you know, it's the same in the British monarchy. There was only ever one star, our late and wonderful monarch, Her Majesty the Queen. Everybody knew that. In this particular relationship, there are two people, quoting a phrase, and it's Meghan and Harry. But the public, the people, only want to meet Prince Harry. You see, at the end of this event, even though they didn't have any fans outside and they had that fake royal convoy of 7 cars to take them a couple of blocks, Meghan was absolutely dismayed, according to a very good source, as to, well, where were the people? Very sort of Norma Desmond Sunset Boulevard, where have they all gone? Now, the bottom line was, in the event afterwards, people were looking to get selfies and, you know, just meet, if you like, Prince Harry. He, according to that very good source, just kept wanting to push his wife forward, knowing the wrath, no doubt, allegedly, that would come back after getting home. But you see, that's the problem. Now, of course, her team realise that while they think it's good to sell the two, and let's not forget that Prince Harry does not get any money out of these joint ventures. It's only Meghan Markle that is signed to the William Morris Agency, not Prince Harry. So you can understand why they're thinking dueling them up is simply not working. More importantly, Harry was less than impressed to be demoted, let me tell you. That fact is true. You know, according to a very well-placed source, the phrase "this one," having been introduced as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, a title that he was able to give her, all thanks to his royal heritage, is not exactly kind, or indeed with any thoughtfulness, is it not? But for now, it is back to the drawing board, quite frankly, for the duo to see exactly, finally, could they ever make this particular ex-royal ever relevant? It's going to be a tough call. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.